psychology. We all know that. We all
Okay.
know that psychology is helpful. Yeah, but there are also some examples that most people who major in psychologies, uh, they don't they after a long time studying psychologists, they become depressed, unhappy. Why? Can you?
So you think that if people study psychology, they become
Yeah,
depressed?
there are some people, some examples.
I Well, I'm not sure if I understand you that well, Thomas, but let me put it to you this way. In my experience, I don't think that studying psychology, like if you go to school to study psychology, no, that doesn't make you depressed. No, but everyone in the world should think about their own psychology. And when you think about your own psychology, will that make you depressed? It might. It might, because when you look at yourself and you see what you're really doing, sometimes it's not happy. Sometimes it's not good. Sometimes when you look at what you're doing and you see it for real, yeah, it's not good. That's real. That's how you change, right? If you can't see your bad behavior and know it's bad, then you'll never change, right?
Uh,
So, Thomas, that's why we say ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss. That's an idiom that means that when you're ignorant and you don't know about your problems, you can be really happy.
so
Right? But
yeah,
it's
some people, those people who learn psychology then become depressed. Depressed. It's not the matter of psychology, right? It's about the personal characters, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. It doesn't have anything to do with psychology. Psychology is not the problem. The problem is their personal psychology. Yeah. So, yeah, but look, Thomas, that's because sometimes people don't consider their psychology until it's too late. Now you're already broken.
Yeah.
Now so here's the problem, everybody. Listen to me. If you go through life and you don't think about your psychology at all, then things will happen to you and change you, and you won't understand why you changed. But if you understand your psychology, you can understand why you changed, or maybe you can say, I don't want to change like that. Because I understand it, I don't have to change. If you don't understand it, you have no choice. If you understand it, you have a choice. Right? So if you don't study your psychology, then you are at the whim of your psychology. Meaning that if you don't study your psychology, you don't try to understand yourself, then you are not in control.
Yeah.
But if you try to understand your psychology, I'm not going to say you are in control. No, nobody is ever in control of themselves. But you can understand yourself a little bit better, and maybe you can direct your progress better. You can try to direct your forward motion in life better. Right? So, in my opinion, psychology helps us to understand our forward motion in life. Forward motion. So, some people are moving forward in life and some people aren't. Right? And a lot of that has to do with psychology. It's about understanding yourself and understanding the world and others around you. Yeah. So, yeah. So, Thomas, I don't think there's any problem with studying psychology, but yeah, when you study psychology, it's not always a happy thing, of course.
Okay. Okay.
And
Thank
so,
you.
yeah, that's part of the hard thing. You have to ask yourself difficult questions, right? You have to be willing to be honest with yourself. That's why I remember how many times I've told you guys I have two rules in life that I followed. Only two. One, treat other people the way you want to be treated. right? So that's a simple one. And then number 2, be true to yourself. Be true to yourself. Okay.
true.
But being true to yourself has many meanings. And one of the meanings of be true to yourself is don't lie to yourself. And we lie to ourselves a lot. We lie to ourselves a lot in our minds. We'll say, well, I did my best, but you didn't. You do that all the time. Everybody, we all do it all the time. I did my best, but no, you didn't. You didn't do your best. You know you didn't do your best, but you tell yourself that. And that's why I said, be true to yourself means many things. It means don't lie to yourself. It means follow your heart. It means follow your passion. But it means that you have to look at yourself honestly. You have to look at yourself honestly. Don't lie to yourself. Lying is always bad, but lying to yourself is the worst. You're denying truth. When you lie to yourself, you're just denying truth. That's all you're doing. And that just keeps you from growing. If you deny truth, you're saying, I don't want to grow. That's what you're doing. If you deny truth, you're saying, I don't want to grow.
It's something like you don't love yourself.
Yeah, in a way, right? Because again, part of loving yourself is understanding the bad parts of you and accepting them and knowing what they are and why they are, right? You can't accept yourself if you can't understand yourself.
Sometimes it's quite hard.
Yeah, well, it's always hard. It's always hard. Is understanding yourself is one of the most difficult things in the world, period. It's one of the most difficult things in the world, but it's one of the most important things in the world. And the reason I wanted to choose this topic today is because I am a self-learner. I'm a self-learner. Okay. I have teachers. Yes, I have many teachers, great ones, but they help me. They don't baby feed me. They know that I do the work myself. I look inside. I ask the questions. Why? That's what we have to do. Why? Always ask why. If you're not asking why, then
It's something like inception yourself.
well, yeah, that's right. Yeah, introspection is what we call it. Intro means enter, right? Inside, and spection means to look, right? Do you guys